Con family, we are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody's Sabbath going? Good. Con. Good. I like that response. What's going on, brother? We're gonna let a couple people file in, and then we're gonna get it started. Shalom to everybody online. Lord willing, you guys are enjoying your Sabbaths wherever you are in Babylon. Lord willing, you are enjoying your Sabbath. I got you. We're gonna make it work.
All praises.
Con. Once again, shalom to everybody online. Let people file in. Lord willing, everybody's enjoying their Sabbath. Let's get it cracking. First and foremost, thank everybody for being here. The lesson is called "From the Womb to the Tomb: Race Wars." Before we jump right into the lesson, I want to start off with an upper. Let me get 1 John 3:1.
Come. This is the book of 1 John. 1 John. Chapter 3.
Yes, sir.
And verse 1. Behold, Salakia. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God.
Right.
Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
It's a beautiful thing for all of us to gather in here under the name of Christ and be called the sons and daughters of God. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful election. I want everybody to really take it in stride, because it's a beautiful thing for us to be called out of darkness and into his marvelous light. Read that again for me one more time, King.
Come. This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us.
And the Father gave it to us. Remember, we are under the banner of Yahawashi, but the Father gave us to Yahawashi. So keep going.
Come. That we should be called the sons of God.
And that's what we are. We are the sons and daughters of God. We are the children of the light. We need to strive with that. We need to endure to the end, because the reward that is going to be given to us is magnificent. Our good is good, but God's good is greater. So the good that he's going to give us is going to be is beyond our imagination. Let's strive to the end. We are the children of the light. We are the children of the Most High. Let's strive with it. Let's go for it, and let's obtain the kingdom of heaven, because we are those people that were called out of darkness. So let me ask you guys a question. Are we at war? Okay. Who are we at war with? Okay, who's the enemy? Everybody. Okay, so that's the correct answer. We are at war. Now I want to ask you guys a question. How long have we been at war? Okay. Salakia, pass the mic around. I want to see what people are saying. How long have we been at war? Jemiah says we're at war. We're with ourselves, of course. Aliyah said Esau. Well, I want to hear what everybody else got to say.
I would say since Moses went up to the mountain and Aaron and Israel broke the commandments and made that golden idol.
Okay. So when Moses went up to get the commandments. Okay. Anybody else? How long have we been at war? Sister Barbara?
Since Eve from the Garden of Eden.
Okay, I like that. Sister says since Eve, Adam, Brother Azariah, Salakia.
70 AD.
Okay, 70 AD. Brother Lob. These are all great answers.
I do feel like it's multiple wars that we in.
Okay.
But if you want to deal with Esau, then I'll say since we was in the womb.
Amen. Give the brother a clap for that. Because when we read the scriptures, all nations are against us. Thank you. All nations are against us, but who's the chief house that's against us? Who's the one that constantly puts his foot on our neck? It's Esau. And Esau is Satan's primary vessel. We've been at war since the womb. That's why I named the title Through the Spirit, from the womb to the tomb. Let me get that. Salakia. Before we get into that, Mark 13 and 5.
See the book of Mark.
Because I don't know if anybody sees what's going on in the world, but prophecy is being fulfilled. Nations are going against nation. Iran is bombing Israel currently. They've been fighting. Israel has been destabilizing all the countries in the Middle East through America. The Euphrates is drying up. The kings of the East are going to make their way towards Israel. All these things are going to happen. But guess what? Me and Deshaun was talking on the phone last night. A lot of Jakes think they can skip prophecy, meaning, okay, well, all these things are happening in the East. Well, nothing's going to happen in the West, meaning Jacob's trouble is not going to happen. Jacob's trouble is going to happen, family. It's going to happen. We can't just skip over that because we don't want to deal with that. It's going to happen. And our people that we hold dear to our spirits and our hearts are going to turn on us. It's going to happen. The Lord's word is not going to come back void. Let me get that.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 5. And Jesus answering them began to say, take heed lest any man deceive you.
Don't let nobody, Jacob's trouble is not going to happen. We're already in. Jacob's trouble happened in 70 AD. No. We are going to be persecuted in this land. It's already happening. But it's going to be increased. The fire is going to get turned up. This is where we're going to see who's made of gold. Keep going.
Verse 6.
No matter the age, man, woman, child, everybody's going to be tempted. Nobody in this room and nobody online is greater than Yahweh Shai. Nobody. Yahweh Shai was tempted. Yahweh Shai was tortured. He was killed. Same thing must happen to us. Keep going.
Verse 6. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
And there's some bug outs out there named a Yaju lying to people, saying he's Christ. He's fulfilling all these things. These things happen. There's people in Africa. There's people all across the world saying they're Christ. These things happen. But we're not deceived because we know Yahweh Shai is going to return the same way he left. He ascended to heaven. He's going to descend from heaven. It's the same thing. Bring that out.
Verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right. And we hear it right now. We see bombs getting dropped off. We see hospitals getting blown up. We see children dying, children getting sniped. We see all these things. We see Russia starting to get involved. We see China starting to get involved. We see all these things. But what did the Lord say?
And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled.
Don't be troubled.
For such things must needs be. But the end shall not be yet.
So this is not even the tip of the iceberg. This is just a part of the story. Don't be troubled, family. This is supposed to happen. This is the beautiful thing about being in the truth, that you know what's coming. You see it. You be like, okay, for sure. Well, all them white people, that white boy got killed by another white man, but they mad at us, which is weird. I couldn't understand that. White on white crime, but you mad at the Israelites. How that work? Where they do that at? But I digress. These things are going to happen. I'm sorry. Me collecting the information, I didn't do y'all a disservice because there's so much is going on. People are being lynched. People are being found dead. People's heads are split open. All these things, and looking into history, it's so much that happened to us in this country. I can't cover it all. I got a time limit. Bring it out.
Verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation.
So people are going to rise against people. Nationality is going to rise against nationality. It's going to happen. I don't know if you guys see the climate of America. I believe I was talking to the Shah or Kalab. I describe America as, the old school popcorn you put on the stove. It pops, and then not the one in the bag, the one you put in the pot. The popcorn, that's a little before time. I'm not that old, but I watch movies and all that. The popcorn, the lid starts to lift up, and then the popcorn comes out. That's America. That's how I see America. It's on the teeter of one more wrong major thing. Catastrophes hitting Los Angeles. It's happening. I saw a video on Instagram. Some white man was like, please, Donald Trump, just give us the order for civil war. We had cleansed the streets. I'm like, what?
And get away with it too.
And get away with it, but cleanse the streets. Time out. let's really think about it. What has blacks and Hispanics ever done to the white man? Well, we take your jobs. We served you. We still serve you today. But what violence have we done? We haven't dropped bombs. We don't segregate them. We don't pull them away from. What have we done for you to hate us so much? I think our people don't understand that, and they don't question that, and they side with that man, which blinds them to the scriptures. You know, keep reading on that, King.
Verse 8. For nation shall rise against a nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows.
And this is the beginning of sorrows. Nations against nation, earthquakes, pestilence, all these things. The Lord said that's the beginning. So, like we read last week on trumpets, what light is in the day of the Lord? Nothing. There's no light in it. It's pure darkness. So what's leading up to it is pure darkness as well. Jake saying, "Oh, I'm ready for the Lord. I'm ready for the Lord to return." But you can't even make it to the feast on time. If you can't make it to the feast on time, you're gonna be one of the brides that got left behind. Real spill. And it's not to scare you or this and that. That's just the truth of the fact. You waiting for the Lord to return. You saying you ready, but you 30, 40 an hour late to the feast. Madness. Keep going up.
Verse 9. But take heed to yourselves.
So the Lord said, look within yourself.
For they shall deliver you up to councils. And in the synagogues you shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings.
So that they is those that are among us. The wolves in sheep clothing. The best friends. The wives. The homeboys. The homegirls. These people are going to have their heart hardened and turn against you. Because remember, the Lord hardens people's hearts. Remember, if I'm correct, in Exodus, Pharaoh wanted to let the children of Israel go, right? But no, what the Lord say?
He's going to harden Pharaoh's heart.
He's going to harden his heart. But Pharaoh wanted to let him go. How much more Esau? Esau don't want to let us go. That's the thing. But now guess what? People have bit into the fruit of lies like our foremother. And now their heart is slowly hardening. So when they see us, thank you, sister. When they see us doing the right thing, telling our sisters, you don't have to be a prostitute. Brothers, you don't have to gangbang. They look at that as evil. So guess what happens when the world turns to ish? They're going to come and look for us. Some people are going to look for us for instruction. Some people are going to look for us to throw us in jail, to be smitten before everybody. Keep going.
Verse 9. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues you shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake. For
and Salakia, I don't want to skip that. All this is going to happen for the Lord's sake, not for your own. It's for the Lord, to see what you are made of, to see if you belong with him in eternity. That's what people understand. You're getting chastised and you're being put through the ringer to see if you are worthy to sit in the kingdom of heaven. Bring that out.
And ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them.
Right, because the Lord gotta have a charge on them as well. Keep going.
Verse 10. And the gospel must first be published among all nations. But when they shall lead you,
so when they grab you up, because they're going to grab us up, family, it's going to happen. Keep going.
And deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak.
Yeah, so don't think about, oh, you know what, damn, I know I got a couple thousand in the bank account. You know, oh, I know him. We went to high school together. Man, let me, don't think about nothing. Let the Lord be your guide, because you never know. You might have to die, but that is your ticket to the kingdom of heaven. But you're trying to talk your way out of the kingdom of heaven unknowingly. That could be that brother's judgment. He killed another Israelite. The Lord said, thou shalt not kill. It's just that simple. Have faith, have trust in the Lord. Keep going.
Neither do you premeditate, but whatsoever shall be.
Salakia, my bad. So don't be sitting at home like, damn, when Jacob's trouble come, you know, I'm going to give myself up and I'm just going to be like, you know what? Don't premeditate on these things. Just go in the spirit. Trust in the Lord. Have faith. Keep going.
But whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye, for it must Salaki, for it is not ye that speak,
Mhm.
but the Holy Ghost.
So whatever is given to you in that hour, and the hour of you being caught up, it's not going to be of you. Don't premeditate. Don't try to usurp authority over the Spirit. Let the Lord take over. Let his Spirit take over. Keep going.
Verse 12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death.
What?
To death.
Damn. Okay.
And the father the son.
Uh-huh.
And children shall rise up against their parents and shall cause them to be put to death.
So that means nobody's off limits. Brother to brother, father to son, child to parent. Nobody's off limits. What Adrian Broden called himself? He's a can man. Anybody can get it. That's what the Lord is saying. Everybody's going to get it.
Can man.
The child is going to turn up the parents. You might think, damn, that's my little Jolie. Man, Jolie want to be free. And she going to turn mama in because mama is forcing me to wear a dress. Think about that. Mama's forcing me to wear a dress, so I'm going to give her up to the authorities, and whatever happens to mama happens to mama. That's going to happen. Cold case. But this is going to happen. Everything that's written in the scriptures is going to happen. It's going to materialize in person, and we're going to have to deal with it. Keep going.
Verse 13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Amen. That's the power in Christ. Endure all this hardship. Endure the hate, because people hate us. Our outside family, they look at us like, man, look at these guys. Like I was talking to one of my old friends from high school. We was friends first day of high school. We football camp and all that. I met with him maybe like 2 years ago, just to talk with him. Hadn't seen him in years. And we was talking about the scriptures, and it kind of got like, I don't want to say aggressive, but like aggressive verbally. Like he was like, yeah, I don't deal with religion. It's people like this and that they think they're holier than thou. You nobody this. And I'm like, damn, brother, hold on. It ain't that deep. First and foremost, I'm not holier than thou. I just know what I need to do, and you don't. And it sounds messed up, but you don't. Let me help you, brother. It's not that I'm usurping authority over you. Let me show you the way to the king. Let me show you how to get to the finish line. You got something to say, Ak?
No, I was going to say, the word holy means just different and set apart. So if in reality, we are holier than thou. Right. We're just no better, but we're just holier. You know what I'm saying? That means we keep the commandments. That doesn't mean we're better than you.
I mean, because we all Israelites at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
We're all on the same boat. It's just that some people aren't going to make it off the boat. Some people are going to be thrown overboard into the lake of fire. I mean, it is what it is. That's why we got to warn our people, because like I said, the Lord described his coming as a woman that is pregnant. What is it called? Contractions, Salakia. Contractions. The more America's having contractions right now. Remember, America is the virgin daughter of Babylon. What is she going to give birth to? She's going to give birth to her end. So that contraction is going to be her end. When the baby finally comes, it's over. She's no more, which we're going to touch over in a little bit in the lesson. But let's get into it. Remember, how long have we been at war? A lot of brothers saying 7 AD. Adam and Eve. What I came up with is from the womb with Jacob and Esau. Let's get that. Genesis 25.
You want to start at 23? 22? 21? This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren.
Right.
And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
So Isaac was like, Lord, what's going on with my wife? Like, she's supposed to have kids. Like, she's struggling. Keep going.
And the children struggled together.
Salakia, she was barren. I mean, she couldn't have children. And Isaac entreated of the Lord, and she conceived seed. Keep going.
Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
Right. So now she has children in her, and they're struggling. A lot of people look at this as, oh, it's just complication. No, the children are in there fighting. They're having a dispute. How do you know that? You keep reading. You see the spirit that's between us. Keep going.
Con. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Right. So Lord, you let me have this child. Why are they struggling? Keep going.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
To what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations, 2 nationalities, 2 races of people are in you right now, sister. Keep going.
And 2 manner of people.
And 2 separate people. They're not going to walk the same. They're not going to talk the same. They're not going to spit the same. They're going to do everything different. They are 2 separate people. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how could God do that? How could he not? He's God.
Right.
A lot of people ask stupid questions.
Yeah,
how could God do that? How could he not?
Why would he? You know what I mean?
He let's look at our bodies. Not a little off subject. Our bodies are the work of it's miracles. You can get cut and the red blood cells, they come instantly and clog up the blood, and it starts to heal and they turn into a scab.
That's
How?
right. We start regenerating, right?
How?
Regenerate new flesh
Instantly. How can you sit in the sun and your skin absorbs the rays from it and becomes darker? What's in the skin for it to do that? Melanin. Is that just from 2 rocks sitting together and explode? No. That's God.
That's by design.
That's by design. That's the Most High. How can you break your bone, set it in place, and the bone naturally heals itself? It comes back together. I broke my arm what grade was I in? I was at Paul River. I think I was 7th grade.
Okay.
I broke my left arm. Broke it clean in half. Bam. Crying like who knows? I promise you. Because I was crying. This is a little off topic. But I was crying. No, I broke my right arm, Salakia. I was crying because it didn't hurt. I just heard the bone break. That's what made me cry. I'm like, damn, it's over. It's it's done. I'm finished. But
Oh, life lasts before your eyes.
my whole life, I rolled over crying. I'm like, but through the spirit, my right arm worked perfectly fine now. How? They set it back in place, and the Lord created my body to heal itself.
That's a miracle, man.
That's a miracle. So that's how the Lord can separate 2 nations of people in the same womb. Keep going.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other.
Right. So they're going to be 2 nations, 2 separate people, and they're going to be separated. And the elder is going to serve the younger. Keep going.
And the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
And just as the Lord said, there's 2 manners of people, 2 nations. One's going to be stronger than the other. The elder is going to serve the younger. And when she conceived, when she gave birth, boom, 2 babies came out. Esau and Jacob. We can skip that. Let's go to Genesis 27 and 41. So now somebody can ask, well, how are they against each other? Like, what started the beef? Well, we know Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. And then after that, Rebecca, she knew the prophecy that the angel gave to her. So she knew, okay, you need to get that blessing from your brother. The one that your brother's supposed to get, you need to go get that blessing. She said, let the sin be upon me. She put, it was goat skin or sheepskin over Jacob, and went to Isaac. Sheepskin, Salakia. And Isaac, and Salakia, and Jacob got that blessing. Now, what was the ramifications after everything happened? You guys want to read that on your own? That's Genesis 25, 26, and 27. You can read that on your own.
Yeah, it was goat.
God. Let me get Genesis 27 and 41.
27 and 41, Genesis. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So
the blessing is what made what sparked that fire in Esau's spirit. It's the blessing that he didn't get. Some people say he was beguiled out or whatever. Hey, look, it was the Lord's will. It is what it is. But what did he say? Let me get the second part. It says the days of mourning. Read that again, King.
It says, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother.
So
Jacob.
we know when you read Genesis, Esau and Jacob met up again. All of the house of Jacob and Esau, they met up again. Esau didn't kill Jacob. So is this not telling the truth? Did this not come to pass? No, it did. But Esau, the person, didn't. His spirit transferred into his children. And we see that today. I want to revise the question. Why do they hate us so much? Why? What did we do to them? It's the blessing. It's something in their spirit that they know, damn it, we messed up. It's the spirit. That spirit that Esau had towards Jacob, it transferred to his children. We're going to show that in the scriptures. It transferred to his children, and lo and behold, today, 2025 AD, we have our brothers and sisters being killed with broken legs and a broken forearm and saying it's foul play. Black men don't hang themselves and break their legs.
Or break their legs and hang themselves.
Right, or break them legs and hang themselves. Our sisters don't kill themselves in the prime of their life and jump into a river. Right. And then they find her, and then 13 other bodies come up. In Houston. Oh, it's no foul play.
Crazy work. That's crazy, man.
What is foul play then?
Going on?
I'm going to show you foul play. I'm going to show you foul play today that resembles the spirit of Esau. Let me get Numbers 20 and 14. Because I want to show you in the scripture before we jump into today's time, and then also a little bit before us.
That's a good lesson, huh?
All praise to the Most High.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom.
So this is after we came out of Egypt. We're making our way through. We're going through. We're trying to find a path through. Keep going.
Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that hath fallen us.
Start again from the top.
Come on. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom.
Okay, so Moses sent messengers to the king of Edom. We know Edom is Esau. Keep going.
Thus saith thy brother Israel,
right?
Thou knowest all the travail that hath befallen us.
So we like Edom, like, you know, man, we just came out of all these years in Egypt. You know what happened to us, bro. The whole world know. Keep going.
How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers.
So you know our tribulation, bro. You know our plight. Keep going.
Verse 16. And when we cried unto the Lord, he heard our voice and sent an angel and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border.
See, like, look, Esau, big dog. We at the uttermost part of your border. Let me talk to you real quick, bro. What are we asking of Esau? Keep going.
Come, let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand or the left, nor to the left, until we have passed thy borders.
So he's like, look, Esau, let us just walk through. Imagine that. We're not going to eat no food. We're not going to drink no water. We're not going to go to the right. We're not going to go to the left. We're not going to turn around and circle back. We just going to go right through. That's it. I think that's a reasonable ask. Right. And we just came out of slavery. We just ran through the ocean. We just ran through the sea. We just saw the world turn into darkness. We seen frogs and locusts and blood. And bro, come on, big dog.
Right. Give us a break.
Let us walk through. Right. Keep going.
And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
So Edom was like, nah. Only way you pass by me is I'm coming by the sword. Yep. Imagine that. This is let's keep it a buck. Let's put the Hebrewism down. Esau is our brother. He is. It is. The scripture said we both in the same womb. He's our evil twin. He is. But it is what it is. That's what the scriptures say. I won't disagree with the Bible. Read that again, King.
And And Edom said unto him,
Uh-huh.
thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what I was gonna say, look,
No, bring it up.
that's the same spirit they have today. Like, hey, what? Who are you? What are you doing in my neighborhood?
Man,
How many times have you seen that online? Right.
right. That's look.
I seen a dude. I think he was delivering food or something, and he was walking up to his neighbor, and he said, "Get away from here! You know you don't belong in this neighborhood." It was a brother. He goes, "You don't belong in this neighborhood." White man told him, "What? White man told him, get out of here, man, before I hang you." I'm like, "Yes." He said, and the dude was recording him while he was walking away, and the dude was following him with his wife, and she was like, "Yeah, get him," and this and that. Like, oh, it was crazy, huh?
Hey, them sundown town. That's real talk. But them sundown towns, they never left. They just not on the West Coast. They in the South. Not to skip, but everybody heard of Rosewood and Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all those. But now I did a little research, and this is just some of them.
Yeah.
From 1831 to 1902. Looking up that Esau always hated us.
That's 71 years right there.
71 years of terror. And this is just 71 years. We've been here for hundreds of years. These are just things that are recorded and put on the internet. But I digress. Keep going up.
Verse 19. And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it.
So he's like, look, all right, instead of passing right through, we go around. And if any of our animals drink of your water, we're going to pay for it. Imagine that. Hey, man, if my cattle drink a gallon, I got you. If he drink a quarter, if he just a dime of it, I got you. What did Esau say?
He says, I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet.
Right.
And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Wherefore Israel turned away from him.
So that's the thing. Hey, look, we just trying to go through. We're not going to harm nobody. We're not going to go left or right. Esau said no. We said, all right, for sure, bet. Let us just go around. You know the plight that we just went through, bro. He's like, nah. And then him saying, nah, he came out with swords and much people and said, get up out of here. I'm going to show you a video with Hurricane Katrina. Has anybody seen that documentary on Netflix? Ridiculous.
That was great.
And Salaki, before you go, if y'all haven't watched it, watch it.
There's a brother with his family.
Salaki, Netflix don't have commercials, so y'all go watch it. I'm not a big fan of commercials, but
there was a in the documentary you see a brother with his grandmother, his kids, his family. He's stuck on the bridge. He couldn't go to the left, or he said, "If I go over here, they're gonna kill me. If I stay here, he was just stuck with his family. He couldn't go east, south, right. He was gonna die. So they had to walk like all the way like Oklahoma, a whole other state. I had to walk. It was crazy, man, how they did this. Esau.
Now I seen that clip, but it's like I think I was talking to somebody. I was talking to one of y'all brothers. I can't remember. And they was like, they had a sister in their car. They was doing Uber, and the sister was like, "Oh yeah, we was in New Orleans, but we was in Louisiana, but we didn't know that there was a flood or anything." So that means they cornered the disaster of what happened to our people. I want you guys to understand. 9th Ward is what, 6 feet under sea level, and if 15 feet of water come, you're dead. There's no hope. Now, that's 9 feet. Now, look, this is the thing that I didn't know. I thought Katrina did all that, but they survived Katrina. What killed them is what the levees broke. Now, they were surrounded by levees all throughout the city. So much water came in, and that's when people started to die. That's when people started to suffer. That's the problem. And the levees was built in the early 1900s. Some people say this conspiracy theory, but I believe in the 50s or the 60s, Hurricane Betsy, people say they heard levees being blown up and the water came. Yeah, they said it in Katrina. So it's like, I'm siding with my people. I know the spirit of these people. I know the spirit of Esau. Esau wants to kill us.
Oh, thanks.
They said, we're going to talk about Katrina.
For sure.
But they said when the water dried up, they found people with bullet holes in their head. Damn, I thought water was supposed to was the problem. But we got FEMA going through and these rednecks that aren't affected by it shooting our people. Bring it out.
So I know some people seen movies regarding like a purge, right? You know, purge like mayhem, right? So you saw the video when the Edomite said, you know, just give us the okay for us to cleanse these streets.
Right.
Well, Katrina gave them that opportunity of mayhem for them to cleanse the streets.
Amen.
And kill Jake.
Come on.
Because there's no police, it's no roads, there's no 911. So you understand when Jacob's trouble come, when 911 can't come help you, when the roads are closed, hey, an Edomite gonna look at you like a damn deer.
Yeah, it's up. It's up.
It's open season. Anytime it's mayhem, it's open season on Black and Hispanic people.
And that's what our people need to understand. These people aren't our friends. Yes, we live amongst them, we work with them, but they aren't our friends. They hate us. Yes, they smile in our face. Yes, they're buddy boo-boo and this and that. Oh, we go get a drink and this and that. But they're not our friends. They've never been our friends. They've never been our friends since the beginning of our nation. Yeah, they weren't even good. Like my brother said, they weren't even good brothers. You couldn't let, we know we brothers. You couldn't let me walk through your nation and I offered to pay for anything that my people have touched. And you said no, and you came out with swords. You don't have an upright spirit.
That's cold.
Sister, that's it. No, you good.
That just remind you of the civil rights. They just wanted to eat in the diner. They just wanted to go to school.
Man.
And they got killed and hung and stuff for that.
And you know what's crazy? We wanted to eat in diners next to them, but we know they don't cook. We know them people don't. They ain't no good. They ain't no good. But it's the I'm human, you're human. I should be able to sit next to you. I'm in this country with you. I'm an American as well. Why don't I have the same things as you? You know, but it's deeper than that. Remember, the Constitution says we the people. When it was being written, we were in slavery. So who are the people that they were talking about? White people. You aren't blacks and Hispanics. You weren't thought about in the Constitution when it was being written. Stop thinking you were. You weren't thought about. You were afterthought. You know? So let's get that. Let's get Esther 3 and 8. Esther 3 and 8.
But Esther
Let
3.
the people get there. No, you good.
Esther chapter 3 and verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among all the among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom.
Right.
And their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
Right. So we have Haman talking to Ahasuerus about the Jews in the Persian and Mede captivity. So Haman's like, look, listen, big dog. We got a people here that's separate, that don't do what you say. They listen to they have their own God. They keep their own laws. What profit is to you for you? Now remember, this is years after Jacob and Esau. This is our third captivity as a nation, but Israel and Northern Kingdom was in Assyria, Southern Kingdom was in Babylon, but as a total of collective, this was the third captivity. Salakia, fourth, because Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Persian, and Medes. Salakia, Haman is pitching to Ahasuerus. Keep going.
On verse 9.
And Salakia, pitching to kill the children of Israel, might I add. Not pitching to, let them do their thing. Those are my brothers. We go back way back when. No, he's pitching to kill us. Keep going.
On verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business.
So look, big dog, they don't even listen to you. So I'm gonna make it even spicier. If you kill them, I'm gonna pay the people that do it. If you okay this, the people that kill them, I'm going to pay them. Keep going.
To bring it into the king's treasuries.
Uh-huh.
And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman, the son of Hameda, and the Agagite, the Jews' enemy.
Say that again.
The Jews' enemy.
So Haman was an Agagite. We know that he was an Edomite. He was the Jews' enemy. The Bible was a real book. Haman was an Edomite, an enemy of us, the chief enemy. Keep going.
Verse 11. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also, to do with them as it seemeth good to thee. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenants.
So Salakia, it was given to AOK. They wrote it out. Hey, all the Jews, they on death row right now. Whoever kills them, you gonna get a piece from the king's treasury. And it was AOK, showing you that from our inception to a different fourth captivity to now, Esau's spirit has not changed. It has not, and it will not. That's why the Lord got to get with him. That's why the Lord got to get with him, because he's not going to change. He has 6 of the 7 continents. His language is one of the primary languages in the world. So is his currency. He's in bed with everybody, and he's still not satisfied. Damn, bro, what more do you want?
Us dead.
Come on. But he can never kill us because we are the children of the light.
That's right.
Because we were promised to be as the sands of the sea, the stars of the sky. We were promised that. So he can never. He'll
just look for every excuse, just to get with us, man. He'll look for every excuse to get with us. That's it. Even like this last incident that happened, we had nothing to, like you said, we have nothing to do with that. And we just commented on it, like my brother Rata said, he just happy that they feel what we felt, what we've been feeling all this time. And look, they can't stand that. And let's kill them all,
Right.
That's just their spirit, man. They won't be happy until we're gone.
I promise you, if an Israelite put CK down, I'm not even gonna say his name. If they put him down, I promise you, I don't think we'd be having church right now. It will be on and cracking. If one of our people got with young Charlie, we wouldn't be in church right now. It will be up. It'll be up. I promise you that.
Yeah, facts.
So let's dive into a little today's time. Fair use, everybody. Fair use. This is fair use. Used for educational purposes. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. No, I'm connected. Is it on? Can you see if it's there online? If the people online can hear? Yeah, let me see. I ain't talking in a minute.
Some people are going to think this sounds dumb, but I feel like there's a deeper reason why, people of color and specifically the Black community have been relentlessly persecuted. Like, I mean, just the things that happened during slavery alone, like, were insane. But I don't know, the more I learn about Black history and the ways that, people who literally worked in the government, like this
Turn the volume down. You hear?
CIA, all these different people in power were trying to ruin the Black community. And it makes me think, dude, I feel like, is there something more going on here than just racism? Because it's like, come on, you're telling me you're doing all of this stuff just because you don't like someone's skin color? I feel like, what if, I have this theory that, like, what if Black people have some type of superpower? Like, what if they have, I don't know, if they're just born with something very valuable that we don't really know about, but maybe, you know, like I said, these people, these rich people and these people in power, maybe they figured it out a long time ago, and maybe that's why they were like, oh, we have to, like, get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like maybe they have something special that we are not taught about that is linked to them being people of color, you know? And I've seen some Black creators come on here and try to explain how special it is to have melanin in your skin and how it has all these different properties. But I don't know. I just feel like I have this theory that this goes so much deeper than maybe a lot of us realize, because I'm sorry, but I don't think you're going to go out of your way for all these hundreds and hundreds of years to try to ruin one group of people over something as silly as, oh, their skin is a different color. Like, I feel like there's something that we don't know.
So she right.
Facts.
Now, I touch on a couple things. It's not about skin color. People always say, oh, because he's white. What is it? It's not about skin color. We come in all shades and colors.
Right.
We come in all heights and weights and all that.
Yep.
We are a multicolored people. It's not about the skin color. Because guess what? At my old job before I got let go, which I don't know why, coming for y'all, but at my old job, I'm working and me and my coworker, we be having a debate about the scriptures all day. And some dark charcoal Indian got on, and I texted my coworker. I said, "Is he Black?" And he was like, "Nah." I'm like, "But so is it just about skin color? Because you know this man's an Indian. He's just this. So it's never about skin color. It's never been about that. It's about who we are, who we descend from." Now, the young lady also said it's about some mystery. It's like, what do these people have? Because it can't just be about racism. What do we have that Esau knows and he can't stand? What is it? It's the blessings. It's the covenant. It's the Romans 9:1. Let me get that out. Because these scholars and these elite Edomites, they know we're the children of Israel. They know we're the children of God. They know these things and they employ these things. I don't know if you guys heard that Lyndon B. Johnson quote. He said the worst one. All praises. The Lyndon B. Johnson, I believe he was a president. He said, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. So Esau, these elites have convinced the scum of the Edomite community that they're better than the best Jake. And as long as that bum Edomite can look down upon somebody, he's not gonna look up and be like, damn, that other Edomite is my oppressor as well. That's what's happening. These upper Edomites are pushing this narrative that blacks are predators, they're this, they're that, we're angry people, we're not in our children's lives. But the reality is that these upper elites know who we are. And they're trying to keep us in captivity and in a disenfranchised state for so long until we wake up, which is happening right now. You got something to say, King?
Piggybacking what you just said, that's exactly what they've done. With this CK, whatever his name was, the uppers did what they did so that the masses of the so-called Edomite nation, look, they did it. All anger is pointed at us. I mean, everything you just said is exactly what they do.
God.
Man, Esau's something else.
He a cold piece. But he the devil the Bible speaks of. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But let me get that Romans 9, because the young lady did say something important. That is something special about them. It just can't be about their skin color. Because once again, we have people in other parts of the world that are darker than us, but they aren't quote unquote black or Hispanic. There's people, there's Indians that are dark as the asphalt, but they will never call themselves black. They're Indian.
They're darker than everybody in here.
Yeah, most for real. You know, so it's not about the skin color. It's what we have that's within our spirit that the Lord gave us. Bring it out.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
Right.
For my brethren,
right,
my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
Right. So Paul wished he was accursed for us, for Christ. Keep going.
Who are Israelites.
Right. Because Paul is an Israelite as well. A lot of people, that's crazy. When you really talk to people, was Paul Israelite? Well, no, I talked to my coworker before, my ex-coworker. I was like, is Paul Israelite? He was like, no. I'm like, what? Hold on. Can we go read Romans 11 real quick? But keep going, King.
God. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption,
right,
and the glory,
right,
and the covenants,
right,
and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises.
Amen. Keep going.
Whose are the fathers, and who of whom, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came, who is over all. God bless forever.
So
Amen.
that's why. That's why. Because we have the service of God. We have the adoption. We have the covenant. We have everything that is profitable and that is important in this world. It's not about the Lamborghini. It's about the covenant and the blessing and the service of God. That's why they want to kill us. That's why, because that spirit of Esau is being transferred down from him and Jacob meeting, from the blessing being passed down to the children to now to us in 2025 AD. You know? Let's get another video. And family online, don't worry about bro. Don't worry about bro. He tripping. Don't even worry about bro. Salakia. So yeah, now we're gonna go into, like I said, Rosewood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now we have all these other spots. Can you read some of them off for me?
Which ones?
Just start reading off the cities and all that.
Okay. You got areas destroyed by Esau. You have in 1831, you have Portsmouth, Ohio. In 1863, you have New York City in New York.
Right.
1866, Memphis, Tennessee.
Right.
1868, Appaloosa, Louisiana.
Right.
1868, Bernard Parish, Louisiana. 1870, Winnedette, Michigan. 1873, Pollock, Louisiana. 1874, Vicksburg, Mississippi. 1875, Clinton, Mississippi.
So now look, we're not gonna read them all, but this list, I can send it to everybody. This list goes on, and this is just the areas that are covered by it. I don't know if y'all can see. Excuse my handwriting. I'm trying to get better at that. You know, but yeah, it's so many things from 1831 to 1902. Seneca Village, the Decatur, Illinois, Mena, Arkansas, Carterville, Illinois, Panna, Illinois, Polk County, Arkansas, all these places, you know, all these places. Let's read off of a couple spots. Read that. 1831, Portsmouth, Ohio. Salakia. Edward Barber, if you can't respect the platform in the class, we're having a discussion about something. If you can't respect that, you can exit. Or if you're really interested in having a conversation, Believers of the Way 144K at Gmail, you could talk to us. Other than that, respect the platform. People are in here trying to understand what's going on in this world. If you can't respect that, you could go. I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna do that. If I see another comment like that, you're gone. Respect the platform. Keep going.
All right, this is in 1831. This is about Portsmouth, Ohio. In 1831, Portsmouth, Ohio expelled all 80 of its black residents under the state's discriminatory black laws. This action was a severe instance of the systemic racial discrimination prevalent at the time. which aimed to marginalize and remove so-called African Americans from the state. It says
So it removed 80 of the black citizens for what?
80 of the black citizens under the state's discriminatory black laws. That's whatever that means. I don't know what that was.
I think this one is more the political game, because I've been looking at all of them. Okay. I went through every single one of them.
I got it. It says Ohio's black laws, or Ohio had laws that made it difficult for black people to live in the state, including requiring them to show proof of freedom and carry a certificate of freedom.
So that's why they were persecuted, because you had to show that you were free, that you were no longer a slave. And if you couldn't do that, you were removed. Imagine that. Imagine that. Let's go to the next one, Ak.
Which one?
So I got you.
That's crazy work, bro. Like, you had to have two. So that's like that's why they have green cards. It's the same thing, but just different.
It's the same thing.
That's crazy. Bro.
Now we're going to Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, and it says in 1866, the Memphis massacre of 1866 was a rebellion with a Salakia. The Memphis massacre of 1866 was a rebellion with a series of violent events that occurred from May 1st to the 3rd. 1866 in Memphis, Tennessee. The racial violence was ignited by political and social racism following the American Civil War in the early stages of Reconstruction. After a shooting altercation between white policemen and black veterans recently mustered out of the Union Army's mobs of white residents and policemen rampaged through black neighborhoods and the houses of free men, attacking and killing black soldiers and civilians and committing many acts of robbery and arson.
So family, we heard that. I want to ask you guys a question. Is that an act of war? Social racism after we came, what war was that? No. The American Civil War in the Reconstruction era. They're going through our cities and killing us, man, woman, and child. Is that an act of war? Now, I'm going to ask you guys this. We don't do nothing about this. We be like, oh, you know, it is what it is. You know, those 80 souls, it's okay. I want to share this, and I want you guys, if you agree with it, let me know. No other nation will put up with this. If you do this to Asians or Arabs, they own it. Say it again.
They was already doing that when Biden was in office, when those Chinese people got attacked on that train or whatever.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Wow. But our people could get hung and killed, and it's cool. It's 71 years of terror and acts of war, and there's nothing for us.
Right. That's a hate crime.
That's a huge hate crime, Mark. Yeah. That's an act of war, and we should be up in arms, and we should be patrolling our cities and helping our people, but we too busy killing each other and slinging drugs.
I wanted to bring something out. I'm glad y'all said that. But a lot of in those things you just listed, everything that happened in that history, they don't tell you. There's a book I read, 118 Uprisings. Jake, our people, we weren't just sitting there lolly-la letting them coming in and hanging us.
Right.
Jake was putting in work. They never tell you how we was going up against Esau, to how Esau did this. Esau was killing everybody. Man, Jake was out there putting in work, but they don't never tell us that. We were fighting. But that mentality that we still have now, being broke, we got to get back to that. That is an act of war. Someone coming and killing your babies and your wife. But don't get it twisted. We weren't just laying down being slaves all scared. I got a book on 118 uprisings with blacks, and we was putting in work. Our grandfathers were not backing down to Esau. Just wanted to put that out there.
As we should. Hand that to the Shah. And you said 118? Right, for sure. They not going to share that. But now, hold on. Now there's 118 uprisings, but there's over 118 more that we didn't do nothing. We were just taking it because, we're just, we got to forgive. Man, to hell with all that. We have to defend each other. No matter what. What did Moses do? Moses grew up in Egypt knowing he was an Israelite, but when he saw his brother being hurt, what did he do? He sprung into action and he buried that Egyptian in the sand. Now, Salakia, I'm not telling you how to go out and kill people. We want to make that be known. But we need to defend each other. We need to prefer each other and defend each other. When we see our women, we at the grocery store or whatever, and we see them, they being harassed, we need to step in. We need to be there for our little ones. We need to encourage our people. Go for it, Doc.
Yeah, instead of just pulling your camera out and just recording it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't stand next to a sister getting called the N-word by Edomite. It's not happening in front of me.
Man.
Saying, but to the point of the insurrections, I'm doing a class on that on the 25th of October.
All praises
so
to
look
Most
forward
High.
to that. But much like they took the history of Moses, etc., out of the Bible and gave us a slave Bible, they're not going to teach us about our people who stood on business. They're not going to do that. That's why they took those stories out of the Bible. Story of Moses is not in the slave Bible.
Right.
They don't want you to read nothing that's going to tell you stand up for yourself.
For sure. Most definitely. Say it again. What was the name of it, Elder Hadar?
I don't know the name of the book off the top of my head. It's a real famous book, but it's got 118 uprisings. Talk about blacks against white. I don't know the name of it, but it'll come to me. I'll let you guys know. But like he said, in that, it's telling stories of how we was putting in work. We wasn't just standing there, our grandpa, and letting them do whatever they want to us. Whole lot of killing was going on both sides.
I believe it. Now look, let me get Deuteronomy 28:65. Because we gotta pair it with the scriptures. Because a lot of people will look at this, well, what does that have to do with the Bible? Well, this is 71 years of terror and also other things that have not been documented. But why are we going through these things? Why? Hold on. Is this the charger? You see if it's plugged up or not, King? Yeah, Deuteronomy 28. Where's that? 65. Yeah, it's plugged up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
So remember, we disobeyed the Most High. We transgressed the commandments of the Lord. And since us transgressing the Lord, Seneca Village happened to us. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Bernard Parish, Louisiana. These things happen, and the Lord said, what's going to happen? So like you read 65 again.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Right. So wherever we go, America, Taiwan, Africa, Egypt, no matter where we go, we're not going to find no ease. Right. Keep going.
Neither shall the sole of thy feet have Salakia, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
Keep going.
And thy life shall hang on in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt not and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
And that's the thing. Imagine this. You in oh, going to try to pronounce that word. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Lexington, Oklahoma. In 1892, I was going to Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau.
Yeah, but we going with Lexington, Oklahoma. I can pronounce that. 1892. Imagine the insurrection broke out, and you're like, "Damn, am I going to make it through the night?" And then the insurrection stops, and then wondering, "Damn, are they going to come back tomorrow?" And there's going to be more of them. Yep. Or are they going to come and get me? The Lord said our lives are going to hang in doubt. We're going to have no assurance of our lives. We live that. I saw this post on Facebook. People really underestimate the blessing of making it home. Going into your house, putting your key in the door, and going to your room and laying down. People underestimate that. A lot of people aren't going to make it to their house tonight, but they left this morning just like everybody else. But all Israelites are going to go through this. Read 66 one more time, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
And that's what our people have to go through. Let's get Micah chapter 4, verse 11. No, we're going to go past that. I'm gonna send all the lists. I know. I believe one of the brothers said, "Can you send it in the chat?" I definitely can. Definitely can. I'll send it. Yes, Micah 4:11.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 4, and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Now also many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion.
And a lot of nations see these atrocities happening to us. Katrina, they see ICE doing all these things to our 10 tribe brothers and sisters. But these other nations don't say nothing. And sometimes we don't even say nothing because we have that mentality, better them than me. It is what it is. Hey, rather them than me. America has made us individuals. We can't thrive as individuals. We have to thrive as a nation because the Lord made us to be a nation, not a nation of individuals. But all these other nations, they gather against us and they defile us. Keep going, verse 12.
Verse 12. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord.
But they don't know that the Most High is our God. They don't understand that. That doesn't come into their mind. Keep going.
Neither understand they his counsel.
Right.
For he shall gather them as the sheaves unto the floor.
Because guess what? One day the Lord's going to gather all nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And it's game time. That's going to happen. And when the Lord gathers all the nations, the Lord's going to gather us as well. And all the nations are going to turn against us, and they are going to be destroyed. All praise to the Most High.
All praises.
They are going to be destroyed. Let's go to the next clip. I got this one yesterday. Fair use, everybody, fair use. The same man got his hand on her head like that. This is an ICE agent. The video reads, an ICE agent in New York dragged a man away from his wife and kids outside immigration court. This is happening in America. I got this yesterday before I went to sleep through the Spirit. Put it in the lesson. This is happening in real time to our people. This is happening. People that were on this land first, forced to leave because the conqueror wants this land now. This is what's going on. This is happening they have another series on Netflix, which I really couldn't watch. I watched a couple of minutes of it. I couldn't watch. They going door to door in New York and getting all our 10 tribe brothers out of there. They're waiting outside of immigration court and they're grabbing the men and women. They're separating our families. It's cursing the book of Deuteronomy as well, but we're going to finish this and we're going to the next video.
Suerte, señora. Suelta la niña. 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 Suelta la niña.
And all our people are doing is just trying to have a better life for their family, trying to make sure their kids could go to a good college and exceed them in a better life. That's all. But
fair use, man. Fair use.
Once again, this is supposed to happen. Supposed to happen, family. Why? Because we disrespected the Most High God. We thought our ways are higher than his ways, and now this is what happens to us. This is what happens.
Fair use.
That's the same man. This is what our people go through. And this is just, remember, like I said, I could have 15, 20, 30 clips of this. But this is what's happening in America. The land of the free, the home of the brave. Supposed to be. God. He probably is.
With all this happening and all that, right? Like Latinos, we don't care that this is happening to our own people. I know someone that knows somebody that got deported, and he was like, well, at least it's not me. At least it's not me.
Cold game, huh? Cold game. But once again, we have to be honest with the scriptures. This is happening to us, and it's a tragic thing, but it's happening because we disrespected the Lord. Because we chose to go against the law, statutes, and commandments. Come on. Hand that's allowed. Come on.
Yeah, just looking at this is it's crazy when you look at it, because the whole idea of ICE is to deport immigrants, right? But then when you look at the videos, only ones that are deemed as being immigrants will be our 10 tribe brothers and sisters. But then you don't see no videos of Ukrainians getting deported.
Man.
You don't see no Russians. You don't see no Germans. You don't see no Arabs, Asians, but you see our people being attacked. And that's how you know it's a spiritual thing. Because on the outside looking in, you say, well, this is just, you don't want a country that's going to have immigrants. But then we look at the spirit of it. Well, the only immigrants they are attacking is our people. All right. So it's a crazy thing, man.
And you know what? Through the spirit, we can't go to these offices and pry the ICE agents away from our brothers and sisters. But you know what we can do? When we go to that 7-Eleven and the little red dot give us some problems, call ICE. For real. Call ICE. You go to the gas station and Jung Hwan give you some problems. Habib gotta go. Call them peoples. It's only fair. Let's keep it a buck. We're all American citizens. We have that right to do that. So let's even the scale. We see them Ukrainians and we see them Arabs and we see them Chinese. Man, look, I understand y'all got some of y'all favorite Chinese spots, but let's call ICE on them. It is what it is. And let's see what they do. Let's keep it a buck. Let me get that. Deuteronomy 28:32.
Come on, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Uh-huh.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Right.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
The Lord said, our daughters are going to be given to another people. That man will probably never see his children ever again. Imagine that. Imagine that. And then guess what? To make it even more real, he can't do nothing about it. Mom can't do nothing about it. Little children can't do nothing about it. Can you read that again, King?
Come on. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 32.
Uh-huh.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
The Lord said is you're not gonna be able to do nothing. You're gonna have no strength. You can fight all you want. Remember, you brought this upon yourself. Think about it. You wanted our people, we wanted a Baconator. Us wanting a Baconator, God, let's just it's in the simplest form. Remember, the Lord is found in simplicity. We want Baconators and we want Christmas. Okay, the Lord says, I'm gonna give you over to your own lust. Guess what? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna send them people on you. I'm gonna send a nation on you. All because you wanted a baconator. Imagine that. People not gonna receive the kingdom of heaven because they want a double cheeseburger with extra bacon. Imagine that. How simple can we be? It sounds funny. We laughing because we're enlightened, but imagine this: our people are gonna miss out because they want bacon on their on their chicken club. Imagine that.
That's cold, bro.
Cold game, huh?
Yes, sir.
But hey, it's look ass.
It is, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know. Let's go to the next one. A little chilly, boy. So now we're going to Katrina. So crazy through the spirit. This video was called Katrina's Hidden Race Wars 4 years later. So somebody know it was about race. It just wasn't about the water and the rain and the levees. No, it's extermination and fair use, gentrification, fair use.
New homes and counting in this one neighborhood. The homes here for musicians who need affordable housing. The idea was started by Harry Connick Jr. and Branford Marsalis. They're behind the project. But as we said, problems in the city do linger, and so do questions about what happened 4 years ago in the wake of Katrina. This is a story about vigilantes who were actually roaming the streets armed with guns, some allegedly shooting people. They were private militias, some taking the law into their own hands. Why did they do that? And are police actually investigating? Tonight, Gary Tuckman went looking for answers in this troubling report.
Listen to these shocking comments made by Hurricane Katrina survivors days after the storm.
We shot them. They were looters.
Is this true? We came to New Orleans to find the people in this documentary shot by Danish filmmakers and to talk to this man who says 3 nights after Katrina, he saw 3 armed white men, one of whom pointed his gun at him.
He said, "Nick, I'm gonna get you."
Donnell Harrington, who says he was merely walking to a ferry boat in the mostly white neighborhood of Algiers Point, was shot in the neck, but it wasn't over.
I managed to get up to my feet. The guy let off another shot, and he hit me in my back, and I fell and hit the ground again.
His life was saved by this surgeon, who says his hospital typically gets 1 or 2 gunshot victims over a 30-day period. But in just the few days following Katrina...
How many gunshot wounds did you get?
6 to 10.
So that's pretty unusual.
Yes.
The doctor says about half of those gunshot victims died. Clearly, people were taking matters into their own hands. There was no shortage of panic, paranoia, and lawlessness in New Orleans. So there were many in Algiers Point who took extreme measures. Measures they say had nothing to do with race, but security.
Is it fair to say in your neighborhood, you organize basically a private militia?
Private militia, neighborhood watch.
But a neighborhood watch with dozens and scores of guns.
Yep.
Vinny Perval says he doesn't know who shot Donnell Harrington, but told me he and his neighbors had a huge number of weapons at the ready to keep criminals away, and that some of his neighbors had been firing shots.
I use the Second Amendment. I bear arms to protect myself, and I'll do it again.
Algiers Point residents were very blunt in the documentary.
That was our sign down the street. We had 12-gauge shotgun.
In the documentary, they appeared to be drinking beer while making these comments.
It was like pheasant season in South Dakota. If it moved, you shot it.
4 years later, we found Wayne Janik at his home.
You said, quote, it was like pheasant season in South Dakota. If it moved, you shot it.
Taken completely out of context. First of all, they said, what was the noise like over here? And I said, I grew up in South Dakota. I said, the first day of pheasant season, everybody shoots at anything that's moving.
But the inference was that you shot at somebody here.
Right, which is totally untrue.
But did you say that because you were drunk?
I don't know. I don't remember the interview.
Were you bragging or?
Probably.
Nathan Roper was also interviewed in the documentary.
You had to do what you had to do. You know, you had to shoot somebody, you had to shoot somebody.
We happened to run into Nathan Roper in an Algiers Point bar.
They never asked me if I shot anyone.
Yeah, I don't think you said you shot somebody. You said if you had to, you do it.
I had to if they were polka dot, green, yellow, white, black. If they were on my property, causing harm to my property. Food, I gave plenty of food away to people that walked.
But you would have shot someone who came on your property.
If they was coming to harm me, absolutely.
But that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen.
Vinny Perval, who wasn't in the Danish documentary.
Madness. Now imagine, family, there's 13 feet of water and people are trying to escape tragedy. But the hatred in your heart, like that white man said, it was like pheasant seeding. You see it move, you shoot it. People aren't coming to rob your house. They're running away from the 13 feet of water. But the hate in their heart, and it's crazy how the news works. They show the clip, they go to the man and say, this is what you said. It's, oh, I was taken out of context. No, it wasn't. You meant that. You meant that, and you just stand on. That's the thing. I'm not gonna be around no Edomite, but I'd rather know who you are. If you are racist and you hate us, all praise to the Most High. Let us know, but don't hide behind it and be like, oh well, you know that wasn't taken out. I have black friends. You know, my brother has a black wife. I don't want to hear none of that. If you don't like us, just say it, so we can understand. Okay, we're gonna stay away from you. Even we're gonna stay away from all y'all. But now we know. You want to say something, Cognac? Con.
I was just gonna say it's kind of like ironic how white people always think that like our people are like just set to like harm them in any way, like even if they're really just like standing still or not doing it, they're just walking down the street. It's like, oh, he was gonna attack me,
right?
Like, you know, and it's ironic because our people love white people so much, and then they do these atrocities and they still love white people so much, despite them saying that, oh, he was going to harm me or feel like he's going to beat me up, you know?
That's the Stockholm syndrome. And that's the poison of the slave plantation Christianity. That master is whooping you, master is selling you, master is castrating you, but you got to forgive master. So that has transferred down. This is in the South. That's embedded into our people's mind. It's sad. I want you guys to watch that documentary. Netflix has it, and I believe HBO has it as well. Spike Lee did a special on it. You guys got to watch that. Please watch that. I think I could show this one too. Fair use, once again, fair use.
Fair use. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Those comments those people were making. It's like, bro, man. And if you notice, they're older, white men. And so their sons and their daughters are now, middle-aged, and they have the same attitude, most of them. You know what I mean?
What Katrina was 2005? 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
That you could generate some people in 20 years.
For sure.
Hatred is passed down through the spirit.
Yeah, those guys probably had, at that time when Katrina was happening, they probably had sons that around 30 years old already.
Most definitely.
To put them down. We didn't try to shoot or kill.
Oh, okay.
You killed a number of them.
How many did you kill roughly?
Cash. Massive.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is massive. They chose to die. They chose to commit suicide.
Chose to die with 13 feet of water.
What? That's madness.
He asked him, did you kill him? I killed him. A number of them. How many? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They chose to die. How do you choose to die being stuck on the freeway? I don't understand that. When the water is going to the up ramp, how can you choose to die? I'm trying to escape that. You chose to kill.
Right?
Crazy, crazy.
How do you know if vigilantes? You see them. How they patrol around here in trucks, 4-ton truck, driver and a passenger, and then 2 in the back with long guns, and nobody telling them anything.
There was no police, no army, no National Guard, nobody. Then they put in a shoot to kill curfew, dusk to dawn, shoot to kill. But there's nobody left.
Young blacks was being killed in this community. When you hear the gunfire, it's not something I'm just making up. It's out there.
It was great. It was like pheasant season in South Dakota. If it moved,
We got to take a trip down there and talk to the people, because people be thinking that these things don't happen. These things actually happen, in the scriptures back it up. Let me get Psalms chapter 10. So, like, you want to say something, King?
No, King, I was getting ready to read. I'm gonna lost for words back right now with this. That's crazy.
It's a cold game. And look, through the spirit, Adonai said Esau, the cunning hunter, does everything in hiding. We're gonna read Psalms chapter 10, and that's gonna go with that. Chapter 10, 10 and 2. 10 and 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
And look, the 9th Ward, Louisiana, that's a poor area. It's poor. And that's where the water hit. And these people are surrounding the city, and our people trying to escape, they're killing them. I don't know if you guys caught when the doctor said, oh, we have about what? One every 30 days? Katrina lasted 5-6 days. There was 10 shootings in 5-6 days. And half of them, that's no coincidence. Yeah, exactly. 10 that made it to the hospital.
I think that was a day.
Great point, Deshaun.
Every day.
Come on, man. Keep reading that, King.
10 and 2 in Psalms. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
So the Lord hates these people. The Lord hates the wicked that boast in his heart's desire and bless the coveted. The Lord hates them. Keep going.
Verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts.
Right. So God, the Most High God, in his only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, wasn't in these people's minds. It was, damn, let me go see if my gun works. Thou shalt not murder was not in their mind whatsoever.
Let me shoot whatever moves.
Man, it was like pheasant season in South Dakota.
It's
Crazy. Bring it out.
Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Right.
He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
Right.
He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it.
The Lord said these demons lurk in these spots and wait for the poor. Can you read verse 8 again, Ak?
Verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
That brother got shot in the neck and the leg. You not that white man probably sitting behind a truck or behind a house with his shotgun cocked, waiting. Keep going.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
The innocent. Remember, family, they are escaping a natural disaster, or attempting to. And the demon that is possessed by Esau is killing our people, escaping 15 feet of water. Cold game. Bring it out, Ak.
His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth them into his net.
Let me get Psalm 73 and 8. That's self-explanatory, family. That's playing upon tables. This is what the Edomites do to us. Even today, you could compare that to the police.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
These people are corrupt. For you to say, oh yeah, it was like hunting, it was pheasant season in South Dakota. If you saw it move, you shot it. That's evil. You know that 15 miles away from you, people are drowning and they're escaping that, and you're shooting them, and then you boast getting recorded, and you're what's the word? Confessing to your crimes. You're confessing to your acts of war, and then 4 years later, oh, that was taken out of context. You're a devil.
Or I remember saying that. I don't remember it.
Hey, whatever his name is, Psalms chapter 2. Let's get that. I'm going to watch the video back, and I'm going to pray for you tonight, sir. Verse 8.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
For your evil that you've done, you shooting our people. If you still alive, and I see you, we see you in the time of Jacob trouble, and we make it through, I'm praying for you. I'm going to get your name, and I'm going to pray for the Lord. Lord. Read that again. This is in the Bible. People don't want to acknowledge this. They acknowledge everything else, but they don't want to acknowledge this. Read it from the top.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possessions.
Amen. Let's go to the next video. Come on, bring it up.
Verse number 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Hey, just like it says in Revelations. Rule them with the rod of iron and dash them into pieces. Last video I'm going to show. This one is disturbing. They're all disturbing. But this one, I couldn't wrap my mind around. I couldn't wrap my mind around this. Fair use, once again, fair use.
Fair use.
Fog drifted through the streets like a ghost.
That's exactly what it looked like, a thick fog.
It was summertime and it was hot. We would just run through it as fast as we could and try to just cool ourselves off. It stuck to you.
The spray was so foul as far as the odor. It made some of us have headaches, nausea, dizziness.
That's what I remember. It made me sick.
It wasn't the weather. It was an eerie smoke descending from rooftops, rolling from the backs of trucks.
Regular flatbed truck, but it had a big machine on the back. And it had a big nozzle that really sprayed fog you couldn't even see through. It was that thick. And it really, we felt it as it would adhere to our skin. And as far as the guys on top of the buildings, they tried to portray them to us as maintenance workers. But we was like, what is a maintenance worker doing? And basically a hazmat suit. And they had masks and goggles.
In the 1950s and 60s, in secret, the U.S. Army sprayed zinc cadmium sulfide into the air of a St. Louis housing project, a largely black neighborhood called Pruitt-Igoe.
It was a lose-lose situation for us in Pruitt-Igoe. We were subjects.
They didn't ask for our permission. We didn't ask for them to spray us. My government used me like I was a guinea pig.
We're standing at where Pruitt-Igoe used to be here in St. Louis, and it's hard to believe more than 10,000 people used to live here. As we bring our drone up, you can see it's mostly just an empty lot now, overgrown with trees. This used to be filled with 33 high-rise buildings. It was all demolished in 1976. And according to the National Research Council, St. Louis was chosen for spraying experiments because it had similar characteristics to Soviet targets like Moscow in terms of population density and terrain and proximity to a river.
Y'all hear that? The American government chose the projects to spray zinc, calcium sulfide because it mimicked Moscow, Russia, to prepare America for a chemical war. America sprayed lethal chemicals in our communities to prepare for a war. Family, that is an act of war.
I got right here. It says cadmium sulfide is classified as a toxic and carcinogenic substance with potential health effects, including damage to the lungs, kidneys, and bones, and is highly dangerous if inhaled.
Keep watching the video, family. Those people got cancer. Those people died. Now imagine remember they sprayed it in the projects, and the children are looking up and they see men on the roof with hazmat suits on and trucks driving by with vents spraying this chemical that destroys your lungs and gives you cancer. And then their explanation was, oh, those are just maintenance workers. Can you read Genesis 27 and 41 again?
Absolutely. That's the book of Genesis.
Salakia. Yah's chosen, don't crash out, King. Says the way I'm feeling, I'm ready to acknowledge everything and risk it all. Don't crash out.
Hey, hold back, God.
Don't crash
hold back.
out, brother. Sister.
Hey, endure, brother.
Endure it to the end. I promise you. Hey,
right,
look, don't crash out, brother. Good Lord. Hey, look. Hold your anger in, and the Lord is, I promise you, the Lord going to deliver us from this nightmare.
Brother.
You just got to stay faithful. Hey,
Endure
look,
it,
everybody that's online, Frank, Yah's chosen, hit the email, family. Get with us. Talk with us. We in Los Angeles. We in Las Vegas. We in Dallas. We in Chattanooga. We in San Francisco. We in parts of America. Hit us up, man. Hit us up. Channel that anger into righteousness and wake up the sheep. Wake up the Lord's children.
Great words of wisdom right there, man.
Oh, Salakia, if it's a sister or not, Salakia, my bad. Get with us though. That don't change the message. Keep going. Bring that out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So and we see that. We see that happening to this day. That was in the 1950s. That wasn't too long ago, family, that they sprayed chemical toxins in our communities to test it for chemical warfare that could possibly happen with Moscow. That's an act of war, family. That is an act of war. That happened in St. Louis. And me and Kalab was talking last week. I don't know if you guys noticed. I looked it up. I couldn't find no stats or no information behind it. Earlier this year and late last year, did y'all notice a thick fog in LA and people were getting sick? That I was looking that up. I couldn't find any like news articles on it, but it reminded me of this. Brothers, Kalab said he got sick. He noticed it. I don't know if you guys noticed. Brother Rotzer brought it out during street teaching. Is it eminent domain?
Eminent domain, yeah.
That they put freeways through our neighborhoods. I believe Long Beach got a power plant next to it. They have all these oil fields. These things are in our neighborhoods. These things get us sick. These things aren't in white people's neighborhoods. No freeways, no oil refineries, no power plants, no nuclear, nothing is like that in white people's neighborhoods, but they're in our neighborhoods. Waste management, food processor, what is it? When you incinerators for the garbage, that's all in our neighborhood. That stuff travels.
Look out here, they got refineries all over right here,
Man.
right? It's not in white people's neighborhoods.
Look, I was watching
really not
a clip online, and Vince Staples, a rapper from Long Beach, he was like, "Yeah, man, if you want some money, go work at the oil refinery in Long Beach or whatever oil refinery, whatever it was." He said you're gonna die in a couple of years, but you're gonna make $100,000.
Right.
It's crazy, but it's like this is in our neighborhood. If you're struggling, you're gonna make 100,000 years there, but you're gonna die in 5 years because of the chemicals that you're breathing in.
Right. Exactly.
He said he inherited asthma because he slept with his window open and he lived next to it. Imagine that. I can't sleep with my window open because they have a toxic waste plant next 5-6 blocks from my house.
That's right.
And I breathe in that air. Family, that is an act of war.
That's right.
We have been at war with Esau for hundreds and thousands of years. And our people don't care. As long as they have their 401k, as long as they're comfortable, as long as the AC work, hey man, look, I'm good. I can close my windows. I got AC. Our people are selfish, but this is the curse of the Deuteronomy. This is what we're forced to deal with because we disrespected our power. You got anything else?
Pretty much, this lesson is very informative, but it's very upsetting at the same time. Some of this stuff I never heard, man. Like these Edomites giving these comments is very infuriating, I could say, to say the least. And I would tell our nation, the people, I know I can't be the only one feeling this way. People, don't go out there and do nothing stupid. You ain't gonna beat Esau's army with your little guns and whatever they give you, your little, whatever kind of gun you got. Don't go up and try to kill no people with, because you're infuriated. You're gonna wind up put down one way or another. You gotta wait on, and it sounds crazy, but listen, you gotta have faith. This is where faith kick in. You gotta have faith on the Lord. You know what? He's going to give us a spirit. It's in the scriptures. He's going to give us the spirit of hunters, but we got to do it on his terms. You can't do it on how we feel. Let your feelings go. Listen to my brother. If you're not with a camp or you're not, up in scriptures, call us, hook yourself up with a camp. If not us, someone else, and just wait, read, and build yourself up. You know what I mean? It's going to be a time. The scriptures is not going to lie. The prophecies are going to come true, and they are coming true. So just, if you want to get back, endure.
Man, that part.
Endure, and the Lord will call upon you. You're going to be you're a child of God. We are Israelites. You understand? And when we did obey the Most High, we didn't lose nothing.
Right.
We had everything. It was when we turned our backs on him that he let us go. You know what I mean? So, and we're coming back right now. We're coming back right now.
Anybody?
He kind of just touched on it at the end, like use all that, anger, Ecclesiastes 7:7 said, oppression make a wise man mad. But, you can't be mad and then be wicked the next day, because that's what got us here. That's what got us in the hands of the white man. So if you mad, repent.
Man, that part.
If you mad, repent. And if you mad, hit the email, go through these classes, put these black boots on, and go out there and wake up the children of Israel, because we gonna be here till the elect is sealed. And it's brothers out there smoking weed right now. That's the elect. They just waiting on us. You know what I'm saying?
And to answer,
I just want to add this too, family, for those who are in the truth and not the truth, but be on point. Do not be slipping around these Edomites. We can protect ourselves and our women and children. Don't go do nothing, but be on point.
And to answer Doc Hand's question is it okay to defend ourselves, or do we just roll with the punches? Defend yourself. Don't be no cattle. Defend yourself, but don't go out looking for problems. The Lord told us to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. If people come up to you tripping, try to diffuse it. The Lord said, blessed are the peacemakers. But if there's no option,
get with it.
Handle business. Handle business.
If that's no option, man. Do what you got to do.
Damn, I want to touch on something, but we're already off the topic. Let me get Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. A beautiful point from Dashah, Hadar, and Tahar. Beautiful points.
Zechariah 2, 6.
Yep. Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, and verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon.
And that's who we're dwelling with now, the daughter of Babylon. Keep going.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me into the nations which spoiled you. For he hath touches the apple of my eye.
And this is what the heathen don't understand. That when they touch us and they kill us and they put these chemicals and these ice agents come, they're touching the apple of the Lord's eye. They don't understand that because they have the spirit of sleep and the spirit of delusion and the spirit of rage on them. But one day soon, they will know that they messed up, that they touched God's chosen people.
Right.
Let me get that. Isaiah 34:1.
The book. Wait.
Yeah, a couple seconds, huh? Brother, quick on the sword. I like it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it.
So the Lord's like, hey man, Bentaki, let me holler at y'all real quick. The whole earth, all the nations, come holler at me real quick. Keep going.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
What?
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Indignation is hatred. The Lord is upset with everybody. Why? Because they touched the apple of his eye. Keep going.
And his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Right. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
So this is the outcome, and this is what's going to happen to all the nations. Isaiah prophesied, and remember, he's in a vision. He's seeing this, and he's seeing the mountains melt with blood. He's seeing the sky scroll, roll up. Remember, we know what he's talking about. He's seeing bombs and death and fire and all these things. But imagine Isaiah is prophesying. He's seeing these things, and he's talking to Baruch like this Jeremiah. He's talking to his scribe, and he's writing it down. And just imagine the terror that the scribe is saying, like, damn, what the hell is going on?
Right.
We're blessed because now we understand. We know what an atomic bomb looks like hitting the earth and what it looks like going up. We didn't see it firsthand, but we see the videos of it. Isaiah he doesn't know what an atomic bomb is. Keep going.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Upon who?
Upon Idumea.
Upon who?
Upon Idumea.
That is Esau. Keep going.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Because look, don't get it twisted. The children of Israel are going to get judged as well. Remember, the scripture says judgment will start in the house of God. Then we'll go to everybody else. Repent.
Right.
Because your blood is going to be on those mountains if you don't repent. Keep going.
Verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
And that's going to go with Yahushua when he returns. Who is this that cometh out of Bozrah? What Martin say? A player from the Himalayas. That's look, it's going to happen. Y'all ain't get that one. It's okay.
They said a player from the Himalayas.
Oh, good. Look, that's gonna go forward. We're gonna move forward. Yeah, man, this is gonna happen. The Lord is gonna have indignation against Esau. It's going to. Right. It's written. Let me get Ezekiel. We can skip Ezekiel. Let me get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 1.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled.
So don't get discouraged, family. You see these things happen in the world. Don't get shaken. Don't get discouraged. These things are supposed to happen. Keep going.
Neither by spirit nor by word,
right,
nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
Right.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first,
right,
and that a man of sin be revealed.
So the day of the Lord is going to come, but before a falling away is going to happen, and the what does it say? The man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. We know who that is. That's Esau, the vagabond of the earth, the man of the wilderness, the border of wickedness. Keep going.
And that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
And we know this is Esau because he believes he is God. Look at his paintings. Look at when he came out of Russia, out of the Dark Ages. He made everything white. The angels white. Rata did a beautiful lesson on that. Y'all go watch that. He made the angels white. He made Christ white. He made God white. He made Abraham, Moses, Isaac, Paul. He made everybody white. He exalted himself as God.
Not only that, but he also gave religion. He changed God's laws and days, like the Sabbath day, for instance. You know, so those are crazy things right there.
He watches. I believe Rata or Lab, somebody did this lesson that he puts the satellites in the sky and watches over everybody through these cell phones, like God watches over us through the angels. He exalts himself as God and thinks he is God. That's how we know who the son of perdition is. Keep going.
Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
So that's what he thinks in his spirit. He thinks he is the Most High. He thinks he is the creator. That's why he doesn't give the Lord credit for the creation of the earth. He said it's the Big Bang.
Right.
He don't give the Lord no credit. That's why the Lord got to wipe him away. That's why the Lord got to wipe him away. He is the son of perdition.
Yeah, science is his God, man. That's his God.
Last precept, Isaiah 47:1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
So the Lord is telling the virgin daughter of Babylon, which we know is to be America, sit on the ground. There's no throne for you. You will not have dominion no more. Keep going.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
Expose. You're going to be exposed. Expose yourself. Uncover yourself because it's up. You're not getting off this ground. You're going to be in the dust forever. So uncover yourself. Keep going.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Right, and everybody's going to see, like, damn, America, Salakia, dang, America really is that place of all whoredoms. Keep going.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Read that again.
It says, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Because people think the Lord is coming back on some supernatural stuff. The scriptures say he's going to blow fire from his mouth, tempest from his mouth, a sword's going, all these things. The Lord's not coming as a man.
Right.
He's coming back on some, now you see me, now you don't.
Right.
It's up. Bring it out.
Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Right.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
So the Lord is like, look, I polluted my people. I gave them into your hands. Keep going.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
And in the midst of us being handed over to them, they show no mercy. 10 tribe being slaughtered, 10 tribe being decapitated, 10 tribe being separated. And also, I don't know if you guys saw, I believe it was in Texas, a white man came to an ICE detention center and shot 10 tribe while they're in the ICE detention center and killed them. So now they're already going through anguish being separated from their family, already going through anguish, probably not seeing their family ever again. And then some crazy Edomite comes and lays them down. The Lord said, thou didst show them no mercy. Chemicals being exposed through our neighborhoods. Hurricane Katrina, our people trying to escape a natural disaster, and these Edomites are killing us.
Like it's quail season or something.
Cold game. The Lord said it was going to happen. They didn't show us no mercy. So guess what? Salakia, let me go to Revelations 18. Nah, drop that. 18:1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from the heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
So this angel was flying saying, Babylon is fallen, Babylon is fallen. Great news for the children of Israel. Those that have repented, Salakia. Keep going.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All nations are in bed. Remember, in Daniel's vision, the foot was mixed with iron and clay. Part strong, part weak. This was a mixed multitude of people. America is a mixed multitude. Lob, when you was in Virginia, can you explain the experience? Like, was it a mixed multitude on the East Coast?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, talk about it a little bit, if you can.
I mean, so I went on a couple tours out there, just to see America's monuments. Their World War I, World War II, White House, different type of museums that they have and things like that. But what was a culture shock for me was the fact that coming from the West Coast and going to the East Coast, it's a diverse mixed multitude around America. America makes it sound like it's only just a few, but it's many. Right. And then it just shows you that there's a lot of other nations as well that's in the mix. It's not just Esau. Right. And when the other nations are coming, they're amazed at the creation of America. They're amazed and they're trying to benefit from the wealth of America. The whole concept of American dream is here and is still here even now, but just not for us. So it's definitely was something that was apparent, and I especially seen that just being out on the East Coast.
Thank you for that, Ak. And that goes hand in hand with the vision of Daniel. That foot is America. That foot is the virgin daughter of Babylon. That foot that he saw in his dream is the last massive world power. And right here in Revelations 18, we're talking about that foot from the dream and that nation being destroyed. Bring it out.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
So we know that it's not literally a real life fornication, but they're in bed with America. They're doing these decrees. They're making these laws. They're doing all these things. They're in allegiance with America. Keep going.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
And they wax rich. They come to our neighborhoods. They know we like Black and Mild. They know we like Hennessy. They set up in our neighborhoods and they wax rich. They know our sisters want their nails done. They know we like our Chinese food pilot high for $5. They know these things. They come to our for real. They come to our neighborhoods and they wax rich. Keep going.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people,
right?
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
That's a scary thing. The Lord said her sins, America, the virgin daughter of Babylon, her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Lord has remembered her iniquity. So now what's remembering the Lord's iniquity? Esau's iniquity. Katrina, St. Louis, the 10 tribes, how they're being mistreated, all these areas that are destroyed. Let's go else. The war on drugs. It's putting all these freeways through our communities. Experiments. What else? Tuskegee. What else? Abortion clinics. Oh my God. I wanted to get I couldn't find the stats, but I remember Black and Hispanic women in 2021 made up of 71% of abortions in America. But now imagine that. Let's just go. America had 300 million people? 71% of abortions in 2021 was us. That is letting your child pass through the fire of Molech. That's what the Lord told us not to do, because Molech was the goddess of the god of fertility. I don't know if you guys know, you do your history, how our people had the children pass through the fire of Molech. Molech was a big bull statue, and the hands were out like this, and it was made of metal, and they would heat that metal up. This will happen in ancient times, and we sacrificed our children on that hot metal. We put them on there, and they would hit their drums and this and that, and the children would die, sacrificing to an idol. Now, in today's time, they go to Planned Parenthood. I don't know if you guys seen a video of abortion, not like the actual video, but like an animation. They pull the body apart. They vacuum it out. They do all these evil things, and our people are willingly doing these things. It's a cold game, family. Con. Roth is saying they use the baby parts for stem cell research. Say that again.
Stem cell research. They use the fetuses for stem cell research, and Esau is the one, if you look it up, who really, the statistics of the racial group that needs them particular treatments is Edomites.
God.
So Edomites need all of that, and it costs money to be able to even have stem cell repair and things of that nature. Right. But if you notice, like Esau always got something wrong with his cells.
God.
Always got something wrong with his cells. If you pay attention, if you've ever been around a lot of Edomites, they always have some type of cellular deficiency somewhere. So they use the babies, the fetuses from our women that give their fetuses up for free, right? Don't even realize how much that fetus, how much millions of dollars that fetus is worth. Just like when women, you guys give up, not you guys like that, but the placenta and all that, they literally harvest what's inside of our women, and then they also use the placenta for stem cell research too.
God.
All that. Yeah, it's crazy. I think a placenta, how much is a placenta worth? I think
let's look it up.
Man, $1,600 for a placenta. But it's crazy. But Esau getting over on us, killing our babies, using our cells, injecting those cells inside of their body so they can have healing. And we talk about my body, my choice. It's crazy. Cold game.
Cold game, Mark. Thank you for that. But this is anybody else? Slakia.
That's true. When Ross said that about the placenta sac, I remember when I was in the hospital and my kids were born. This is for the sisters too. Anybody's planning to have a baby, try not to let them get that placenta sac. And another thing we're doing, I'm trying to scare anybody. They're hunting us right now. Our melanin is worth more than ounces of gold right now. So all these sisters and kids are missing. They literally take our skin, put in a chemical, and they are hunting us. Everybody just stay on point.
Con. Anybody? You're good? Con. The melanin? That's crazy. Sister said they use our melanin for electronics. Let's finish this. I don't want to be going for 2 hours strong. I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. Let me get that Revelations 18:5, and we're gonna read all the way to 8 and we finish.
Revelations 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
Right.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled will fill to her double.
So the Lord said, reward her as she rewarded you. All the evil that she's done to us is going to come back onto her. You know how we make the double cup famous? Well, Esau is going to drink that double cup through the spirit. That went in land either, but it's all good. Keep going. Verse 7.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Because she's living good. Don't get it wrong. Everybody wants to come to America. Everybody wants to come to the land of the free, the home of the brave. Have an opportunity to get a lick off of the children of Israel. Keep going.
Con. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
That's why we read in Isaiah 47, the Lord said, get off that throne and come sit in the dust. Because she says in her heart, who's going to take me down? Remember, We read, what is that? Ezekiel, that she thinks herself as God. So the Lord's going to bring her down to that dust, sit her down on the ground, and she's going to have to drink that cup 2 times. And all the things that she have done is going to be rewarded back unto her. Keep going.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly be burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
So just as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it fell in one, so is America. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, through his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahushai. Lord willing, you guys enjoyed the lesson. So next time, see you guys on Day of Atonement. Lord willing, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. Shalom, amen. Salakia. Y'all interested? Any states, any areas, any countries, hit us up on Believers of the Way 144k@gmail.com. Looking to hear from you guys. And until then, shalom.
Shalom.